Start. MTC. Day 19, Number 1. Interestingly, in nature, the more powerful species have a narrower field of vision. The distinction between predator and prey offers a clarifying example of this. The key feature that distinguishes predator species from prey species isn't the presence of claws or any other feature related to biological weaponry. The key feature is the position of their eyes. Predators evolved with eyes facing forward, which allows for binocular vision that offers accurate depth perception when pursuing prey. Prey, on the other hand, often have eyes facing outward, maximizing peripheral vision, which allows the hunted to detect danger that may be approaching from any angle. Consistent with our place at the top of the food chain, humans have eyes that face forward. We have the ability to gauge depth and pursue our goals, but we can also miss important action on our periphery. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 19, Number 2. The way we communicate influences our ability to build strong and healthy communities. Traditional ways of building communities have emphasized debate and argument. For example, the United States has a strong tradition of using town hall meetings to deliberate important issues within communities. In these settings, advocates for each side of the issue present arguments for their positions, and public issues have been discussed in such public forums. Yet for debate and argument to work well, people need to come to such forums with similar assumptions and values. The shared assumptions and values serve as a foundation for the discussion. However, as society becomes more diverse, the likelihood that people share assumptions and values diminishes. As a result, forms of communication such as argument and debate become polarized, which may drive communities apart as opposed to bringing them together. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 19, Number 3. We cannot predict the outcomes of sporting contests, which vary from week to week. This heterogeneity is a feature of sport. It is the uncertainty of the result and the quality of the contest that consumers find attractive. For the sport marketer, this is problematic, as the quality of the contest cannot be guaranteed, no promises can be made in relations to the result, and no assurances can be given in respect of the performance of star players. Unlike consumer products, sport cannot and does not display consistency as a key feature of marketing strategies. The sport marketer therefore must avoid marketing strategies based solely on winning, and must instead focus on developing product extensions such as the facility, parking, merchandise, souvenirs, food, and beverages rather than on the core product, that is, the game itself. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 19, Number 4. We notice repetition among confusion, and the opposite, we notice a break in a repetitive pattern. But how do these arrangements make us feel? And what about perfect regularity and perfect chaos? Some repetition gives us a sense of security, in that we know what is coming next. We like some predictability. We arrange our lives in largely repetitive schedules. Randomness, in organization or in events, is more challenging and more frightening for most of us. With perfect chaos, we are frustrated by having to adapt and react again and again. But perfect regularity is perhaps even more horrifying in its monotony than randomness is. It implies a cold, unfeeling, mechanical quality. Such perfect order does not exist in nature. There are too many forces working against each other. Either extreme, therefore, feels threatening. MTC. Good job. Let's start. MTC. Day 19, Number 5-6. Plants are nature's alchemists. They are expert at transforming water, soil, and sunlight into an array of precious substances. Many of these substances are beyond the ability of human beings to conceive. While we were perfecting consciousness and learning to walk on 2 feet, they were, by the same process of natural selection, inventing photosynthesis, the astonishing trick of converting sunlight into food, and perfecting organic chemistry. As it turns out, many of the plants' discoveries in chemistry and physics have served us well. From plants come chemical compounds that nourish and heal and delight the senses. Why would they go to all this trouble? Why should plants bother to devise the recipes for so many complex molecules and then expend the energy needed to manufacture them? Plants can't move, which means they can't escape the creatures that feed on them. A great many of the chemicals plants produce are designed, by natural selection, to compel other creatures to leave them alone, deadly poisons, foul flavors, toxins to confuse the minds of predators. Plants also can't change location or extend their reproductive range without help. Many other of the substances plants make draw other creatures to them by stirring and gratifying their desire. It is this fact of plants' immobility that causes them to make chemicals. Day 20. MTC. Good job.